Hey guys, I want to talk about something. I'm just gonna be brutally honest, and I want to first off saying this has nothing to do with what I'm gonna say. Hey, Janis Joplin. Anyhow, sorry, ADD. I'm watching the Ed Sullivan Show, like the best things of the '60s, which like totally is why I'm on here. But the first thing that I like to say is that wow, that guy's face is really weird. Anyhow, that there was a motorcycle rally outside of my house, and these people rode their motorcycles for September 11th, and I held my hands up in a peace sign for like an hour. But it was amazing because I got like a bunch of honks and beeps and yeah, go rock on, the whole thing. Yeah, that was amazing. Second thing I'm gonna say is it's about life, and I'm gonna be brutally honest about things. So when you're little, people tell you, that you're gonna grow up and you're gonna be president, and you're gonna be a firefighter and you're gonna be a cop and you're gonna do all this stuff. Well, really, how many kids do you think are cops or whatever? And how many kids do you think are firefighters? Well, probably not a whole lot, and not every kid in the United States is gonna be president. So, you know, there's that stuff going on. But I grew up in a society and in a home where my dad would tell me that I was going to, graduate high school, go to college, graduate from graduate school, and become a teacher. And that was it. And that never appealed to me. I never wanted to be a teacher. I didn't want people to choose what I wanted to be. So I decided that I was going to go my own way. And I decided this ironically about 6 months ago. I'm going to go on my own way. And I'm going to do what I need to do. Well, the first thing that I needed to do was go back to high school, so I did that. Now, the next thing is I need to graduate, I need to get a job, and I need to save up money because I'm moving to San Francisco. I'm going to move to San Francisco and live in Haight-Ashbury, and I'm gonna work for someone and I'm gonna live my life there. And I may or may not have kids. I may or may not get married, But I guess the whole message of this is don't let other people dictate your life. I've spent so much of my life letting grudges against people and, just letting people decide things for me. You know what? It's a waste of life. If you're 10, 20, 35, 50 watching this video and you haven't done what you want with your life yet, do it. If you're out there praying for a sign, you're watching this, the answer is you need to do it. It's good for you. Because I've spent years of my life devoting it to God and hoping and praying, and nothing ever changed, and I was like, I go to church, I do this, I believe in God, and nothing ever happens, like nothing ever came of it. So then I came out to my family and said, I'm agnostic. I don't believe there is God. There is something, we just didn't evolve, but I spent so much of my life just being degraded and letting people do things to me and letting people live my life for me, and that's wrong. I'm not gonna let people live my life for me. I want to move to San Francisco. I'm gonna move to San Francisco. I'm not gonna let my father's health prevent me from going. I'm not gonna let my best friend having a baby keep me from going. I'm going to go for me. It's not for my dad. It's not for her. It's not for anyone but me. So This isn't about me. This whole video, it's not about me. It's about you and what you want to do with your life. If you want to go see the Eiffel Tower, go see the Eiffel Tower. If you want to go and you want to eat the real mozzarella cheese from Italy, go. If you want to go take a mud bath in mud from Zimbabwe, go. And even if it's something small, like I want to get my lip pierced, do it. You know? If you're over 18 and you're in control, do what you want. Now, if you're under 18, plan. The most important thing to do in your life is plan. Plan for everything. Plan for the unknown. Plan for the known. You know? There's a tradition in my family where you get a hope chest and you fill it up with treasures for your wedding and for your kids. My sister, hers is filled. She got married. You know? Now it's empty. But you know what? She did it. She had her hope chest and she fulfilled her hope. Now, my hope chest is here. My hope chest is in my chest. It's in my heart. And I know what's right in my heart. Just as you know what's right in your heart. So, do what's good for you. People in the 1960s spent so much time, you know, they were told to conform. They were like, oh, the women need to stay in the kitchen, the men need to go out and get jobs, and they're going to get married, and they're going to have kids, and, you know, they're going to die at 50. These people said, I'm not going to stay in the kitchen. I'm not going to get a job. We're not going to have kids. We're going to go, we're going to travel, and we're going to do what we need to do for us. And they didn't wear matching clothes. They didn't care about, oh, it's been a day. I need to shower. Oh, I didn't eat in the past 2 hours. I'm hungry. Or, oh, I'm fat. Or, oh, I'm skinny. They didn't care about that. You were you. You were beautiful for who you are because everyone is an individual. They wouldn't call you an individual if everyone was the same. They would call you a group. And that's not what you are. You're an individual person. You know what? You don't need to go in the army. You don't need to go and do whatever. You don't need to. It's good to go to school. It is good. I know it sucks you have to spend 18 years of your life in school. Like, trust me, I know, because I have to spend like 19 years of my life, you know? But think about it. Think about Woodstock. Woodstock's a perfect example. Everyone went. Not just the cool kids. And the excuse wasn't, well, everyone's going. It was, this is what's good for me. So, 3 days of peace and music. Not one single person was killed, and not one single person bitched about something. Because you know what? They stood out in the rain. They stood in the mud. There were no bathrooms. There was not enough food. There was bad acid going around. And I don't condone drug use, but it was a shitty time. Like, people could have been bitching about everything, but you know what? They didn't. They said, we're here. This is the only time this is going to happen. It's 1969. You know what? In a few months, it's going to be 1970. And the 60s are going to be done. And they didn't know that what lied ahead was, you know, Jim Morrison dying, John Lennon being assassinated. They didn't know. But it was just all part of the unknown. And they said, you know what? We're going to do it. We're just going to keep living. And you know what? They kept living. They kept living. Sure, some of them died, probably from a heroin overdose, you know? Jerry Garcia kept living, you know? Paul McCartney kept living. Everyone just kept going. Because that's what you gotta do. You can't stop the cycle. As much as I want to go back to, August 1969 and travel up to White Lake, New York, I can't. But you know what? I can make a change today. You can make a change. We can come together as a community, just as the bikers did. Because one person alone, unless you're, Gandhi or something, doesn't make a big difference. But, the more people that you get together, and the more people that come together, is the more of a chance that you have at succeeding. So just heed my words. Expect and plan. But don't follow every fucking thing that people tell you to do. Don't follow it. You're your own person. Be your own person. That's what I have to say.